Good evening and Namaste, my dear friends and esteemed viewers. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst, researcher, philosopher, and astrology teacher. The name of my YouTube channel is Akool Saral Jyotish Astrology Simplified. Today, let us talk about a very interesting and something sensitive topic. Today, let us talk about a very interesting and sometimes very sensitive topic. What is that? Divorce and remarriage yogas in astrology. Divorce and remarriage yogas in astrology. It is very sensitive and it is interesting also. People must know what are the astrological combinations which led to divorce and multiple marriage, remarriage and multiple marriage. It is very interesting. Everybody wants to know about the future. You will able to know about the future of your marriage, as well as if there is any mishap in the form of divorce, separation, etc. What after that? What after that? Whether you will be remarried, or how many marriages are there in your destiny, or how many marriages are there in your destiny. So this type of topic nobody discuss because these are very hard topic. Though I would make it very easy and simple to understand, but this type of topic astrologer would not discuss publicly because these are unusual and hard. But I shall discuss and explain also on the horoscope about the combinations which led to divorce and remarriage and sometimes multiple marriage. That thing I will be discussing today. So please remain tuned to the video presentation until the end. It is an astrological educational channel, so the video would be definitely a bit long. I would not make it long unnecessarily. As far as required, that much only I shall be discussing and wrap up. So let us start. Now, multiple marriages are nothing new. Now, multiple marriages are nothing new, right? Am I right? Now, multiple marriages are nothing new. Am I right? I think I am right. In Western culture and the film industry, we have seen many celebrities marrying more than once. Even in ancient times, kings, queens, and royals had multiple marriages. So, this is not just a modern trend. It has been around for centuries. People are doing so. It is not that powerful people, they always do what harm you will do to them, and there is nothing to be ashamed of when marrying multiple times. If it is there in your destiny, you will do so. So it cannot, you are not able to avoid also. If you want to avoid, you are not able to avoid. Nothing in the destiny cannot be avoided. Everything will happen. So let us further proceed. It is a very interesting topic. In Vedic Astrology, it is possible to see these patterns clearly in the horoscope. But for that, astrologers need to carefully study certain yogas and planetary combinations that indicate the possibility of more than one marriage. More than one marriage. Let us understand them in simple terms. Let us understand them in simple terms. Important astrological combinations for multiple marriages. Strong Navamsha Lagna and its Lord. Strong Navamsha Lagna and its Lord. What is Navamsha? You popularly call it as D9. But a strong Navamsha Lagna and its Lord. Please remember, a strong Navamsha Lagna and its Lord means strong Lord. If your Navamsha chart, D9 chart, Lagna and Lagna Lord are strong, it can support multiple marriages. Number 1 point. Number 2 point. Mixed influences on the 7th house. Mixed influences on the 7th house. The 7th house in your birth chart D1 and Navamsha chart D9 should have both benefic and malefic influence. Got my point? What are the benefic influence? The aspect or placement of the moon, Mercury, Jupiter and Venus. They are benefic. They are natural benefic. And the house lord. And the house lord. He is also benefic. There are 5 benefic entities. There are 5 benefic entities for this purpose. 4 are natural benefics. 4 are natural benefics. Moon, the moon, Mercury, Jupiter and Venus. And last one is the house lord, the lord of the house. That means 7th lord. In this case, it is 7th lord. He may be Saturn, he may be Mars, he may be Sun, but he is benefic for the 7th house if he happens to be the 7th lord. And who are malefics? Malefics are, natural malefics are prominently 5. One, starting with the Sun, then Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. They are the natural malefics. And if your 7th house has equal influence of both benefic and malefic, equal, it needs assessment. It is not that easy that you will count and start predicting that in my 7th house I have influence of 2 benefic, 2 malefic, so I have the promise of remarriage or multiple marriage. No. You have to assess it. It needs astrologer's intervention, a prudent astrologer's intervention. It is not that easy. So, for analysis purpose, it is not that easy. But for remembering, it is easy. The second point. Third point means I am asking everybody why. Means why there should be mixed influences in the 7th house. Why there should be mixed influences on the 7th house for remarriage or multiple marriage. Because malefic planets create separation or divorce. The influence of the malefic planet in your 7th house will give separation and divorce. While benefic planets help in remarriage, it will give you first divorce, then remarriage. It should be in equal proportion. If the strength is not in equal proportion, remarriage is not going to take place. Even if your spouse dies early after the marriage. Because at times some people feel necessity for remarriage. Necessity for remarriage. Suppose I have married today and after 3 months my spouse passed away, or my spouse married me today, after 3 months I passed away. So anybody who passed away means it is very young age. People may feel the necessity of remarriage. Or sometimes people feel necessity of remarriage to take care of the children from their first marriage. What varies from the requirement varies from person to person, circumstances to circumstances. So it is not bad. Remarriage, I am not criticizing remarriage. I am not criticizing. Why I should criticize? It is not a fun. Nobody is making fun. At least the common people doesn't make fun. Film stars, they may make fun because they get popularity by doing so. Multiple marriages, they get popularity, film stars. But at some time, there are genuine requirements also for remarriage. So in the case of remarriage, first there would be separation. Separation may be in the form of death also. Death of one of the spouse. And divorce. Which planet will give? The natural malefic planet. And if the natural benefic planet is of equal strength and influencing your 7th house of marriage, they will give remarriage also simultaneously. So I have made the concept so easy. Afflicted 7th house. Without separation or the death of a spouse, multiple marriages cannot happen legally. Yes, you will be prohibited, you will be fined, you will be punished if you, at least in India, I don't know the rules and laws of the other countries. At least in India, if your spouse is alive and if you marry without the permission of the spouse, you will be prosecuted legally. Without separation or the death of a spouse, multiple marriages cannot happen legally. So, some level of affliction means dosha. Dosha means fault. So, what is affliction? Fault. So, some level of affliction in the 7th house is required. Malefics here cause divorce or death of the spouse or separation, and benefics give remarriage opportunities. And benefic planets give remarriage opportunities. Rahu in the 7th house, oh my God, it has a very great role in the 7th house. You will be astonished to know. Rahu in the 7th house. Rahu is known for giving unusual experiences. It can bring multiple relationships or marriages when placed in the 7th house. Rahu. Because it is multiplier. It multiplies the significations of a house. What is 7th house? 7th house is the house of marriage normally. Normally, in this context, 7th house has several significations. 7th house is also indicates diplomacy. 7th house indicates your business partner, many things. 7th house indicates your death also. It is a Marco house. 7th house indicates your marriage also. So, Rahu is known for giving unusual experiences. It can bring multiple relationships or marriages when placed in the 7th house. Rahu. Because it multiplies the significations of the house in which it is posited. It is the Rahu. And Rahu Ketu gives sure short result. If other planets fails to give result, Rahu Ketu gives sure short result. It is difficult to prevent them. They give sure short result. Rahu and Ketu. Dhan Yoga connection. Dhan Yoga, money, wealth. Dhan Yoga connection. If there is Dhan Yoga in your Navamsha chart, or in the or if the seventh lord is part of a Dhan Yoga in either D1 or D9, it can indicate multiple marriages, sometimes even gain through those marriages. Got my point? What is Dhan Yoga? Dhan Yoga multiplies the Dhan. What is Dhan Yoga? Dhan Yoga multiplies, increases your wealth. Dhan Yoga. It increases your wealth. So when in the D9 Navamsha, it will increase your number of spouse. It will give you marriages after marriages. So Dhan Yoga in the D9, which is the chart for marriage. If there is Dhan Yoga, it will try to give you many marriages. So it is that I am exactly wanted to convey through this paragraph. If there is Dhan Yoga in your Navamsha chart, or in the seventh, or if the seventh lord, if there is Dhan Yoga in your Navamsha chart, or if the seventh lord, sorry, who is the seventh lord? Seventh lord governs marriage, or the seventh lord is part of Dhan Yoga in either D1 means birth chart, or D9, seventh lord of the D1 and seventh lord of the D9, any of them, it can indicate multiple marriages, sometimes even gain through those marriages. Your spouse may bring many things for you: jewelry, cash, wealth, bank balance, along with him or her. So Dhan Yoga in the Navamsha, or your seventh lord is participating in the Dhan Yoga, if your seventh lord, either of the D1 or of the D9, any of them or both of them, if participating in the Dhan Yoga, they will they may give you multiple marriages. And along with the multiple marriages, wealth may come to you. Wealth also may come to you. It needs analysis of the horoscope. It is just a combination I am telling about. Planets in 4th, 5th, please remember this thing. Planets in 4th, 5th, 9th or 12th houses. These houses are considered Upachaya, growth houses from the 7th house. Planets here can expand your marital experiences. With multiple spouse, your marital experiences would be expanding, na? Marital experiences, sometimes leading to more than one marriage. Why 4th house? Why 4th house? From 7th house it is the 3rd house. Why 4th house? 4th house is the 3rd house. From the 4th house is the not 3rd house. 4th house is the, I'll show in the horoscope. Let me bring the horoscope and show. It is the horoscope, isn't it? It is a horoscope. In this horoscope, Lagna is Sagittarius. 7th house is Gemini. So what I am telling about? 4th house. 4th house from the Lagna. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 4th house? 4th house, if 7th house is Gemini, 4th house will be the 10th house. from the 7th house. So it will be a Upachaya house. 5th house from the Lagna, Aries is the 5th house. For Aries is the from Sagittarius Lagna, Aries is the 5th house. But from Gemini is 7th house. It will be the 11th house and Upachaya house 10, 11. Then come to 9th house. 9th house will be the 3rd house from the 7th house, and it will be an Upachaya house from the 7th house. So, and then come to the 12th house. It will be 12th house from the Lagna. It will be the 6th house from the 7th house. 12th house is always 6th house from the 7th house. So these are the Upachaya houses. If they are occupied by the planets, it will give growth. Growth to which? Where it will give growth? To the 7th house. 7th house related activities. It will give growth to the 7th house related activities. Got my point? So what growth will come? You will have experiences of multiple marriages. Planets in the 4th, 5th, 9th or 12th houses. These houses are considered Upachaya, growth houses from the 7th house, being the Upachaya houses. From where? From the 7th house of marriage. Planets here can expand your marital experience, sometimes leading to more than one marriage. Yes, if your marital experience needs to be expanded, then you would have multiple marriages. Otherwise, where from you will get varieties of experiences. For that, multiple marriage is required to have varieties and expanding level of experiences about marriage, isn't it? So they will grant, have experience, expanding experience. Link between 6th or 8th lords with the 7th house. Links between 6th or 8th lords with the 7th house. Since divorce or death and so on marriage, before another begins, the 6th lord, house of disputes, or the 8th lord, house of death, transformation must connect with the 7th house or its lord. I will show in the horoscope. Let me bring the, yes, in this example horoscope, 7th house, it is the 7th house. 7th house is occupied, it is the horoscope of Kishore Kumar. I am going to discuss this horoscope. He married 4 times. So I have brought this horoscope. 4 times. So what is the Lagna? Please look at my cursor. What is the Lagna? Lagna is Sagittarius. When Sagittarius is the Lagna, 7th house, what is 7th house? What will be the 7th house? Gemini. For Sagittarius Lagna, who is the 6th lord? Venus. Because 6th house is Taurus for Sagittarius Lagna. Venus is the 6th lord of disputes and divorce. Because why is it is 6th house is of legal activities, of legal activities, disputes, divorce. So where it is in the 7th house. Venus is in the 7th house of marriage. So automatically it will bring divorce, because you cannot marry without divorce or death of the other spouse. Death of your spouse, you cannot legally marry without taking permission from the other spouse. That should be also legal permission. So he has that 6th lord in the 7th house. That means marriage will terminate in divorce. What is, because you cannot divorce other than court. Sixth house is the house of court. Sixth house is the house of court, legality, dispute. So, sixth house, intervention of the sixth house is required, isn't it? And where is and who is the seventh lord in his horoscope? Mercury. Where it is? It is in Cancer. For Sagittarius Lagna, Cancer is the eighth house. So marriage will not be permanent in his life. End of a marriage means death of a marriage. End of a marriage through divorce means end of a marriage. Eighth house ends, bring ends to something. Eighth house brings end to something. End to something. END. End to something. So seventh lord is in the eighth house. Who is seventh lord? Mercury. Where is he? He is in the eighth house with eighth lord. So termination of marriage is there. I will discuss it thoroughly, elaborately. I am just open this horoscope at this stage to show you, to show all of you, with justification. Without justification, I do not believe anything. I give justification, I believe something with justification only. It should be logical. So every time I say, if somebody read out some astrological statement and make you to believe it, ask him to come up with logic and show on the horoscope. Show on the horoscope. Because the essence of astrology is in the horoscope, not in the statement. What is written in the BPHS, Bhriyat Parashara Horashastra, or any other classical text. Because it is the essence. Horoscope. Without horoscope, astrology is nothing, zero. If somebody come up with any statement and make you to believe his statement, ask him to come to the horoscope. Bring the relevant horoscope and show it. His theory, whatever statement he is narrating on the horoscope. Then, if he can, then it is logical. If he cannot, means the astrological classical text is not valid. Astrological classical rule is not valid. If it fails in horoscope, if it without what are the astrological rules for prediction? If it doesn't work in the horoscope, what is the use of having such rules? It must work on the horoscope. Then you will be able to predict. Why people goes to the astrologers? They go for prediction. We are learning here something, but why people should go to the astrologers for predictions? You must be able to give correct prediction. That time you cannot say to your client that I have read it in Brihad Parashara Harashastra or some other book, but it didn't work in your horoscope. Sorry, what I can do? Whether you will accept it? He will not accept it. He will say, I don't know what you have read. I wanted predictions from you, paid you money, but your prediction has gone wrong. Totally wrong. Then you will be in an embarrassing situation. Doctor also fails in treating their patient. It will not do much harm, but what you will feel guilty within yourself, being unable to give a correct prediction. Guilty feeling will come in you. Guilty feeling will come in you when you will give a wrong prediction, and your client will come back to you saying that, sir, what you told, everything has gone wrong, and I paid you money. What you will tell him? What will be your answer? You cannot say that I have read it in the classical text, so I thought it will happen in your case. Would you be able to say? You will say, I don't know what is your classical text. I don't know your classical text. Why a client should know your classical text? He will ask you to prove it on the horoscope. So, this thing, validating astrological rule in horoscope is the most important part of prediction. Your astrological statement should be validated in the horoscope, real horoscope of famous person, so that other can corroborate also. Whether if we bring my horoscope, who knows me? Why you have, I don't know your date and birth time, you have just made a concocted horoscope, you have just made a got up horoscope. Even if I have not got up horoscope, people will say, you have brought a got up horoscope, concocted horoscope. But if I bring the horoscope of a famous person, who is known figure, then people will be convinced, yes, he is the known figure, and I will also be convinced. I will also be honest in myself that I am explaining something in the horoscope of some famous person whose all data are available in the public domain. Birth date, birthplace, everything is available in the public domain. And all his details, 4-time marriage, 5-time marriage, 8-time marriage, 15-time marriage, everything is there in the public portal, isn't it? So, in between I have told something, though not within the scope of our discussion, but it was essential. It was essential to discuss. Now, let us take a real life example. The legendary Bollywood singer. Now let us take a real life example. The horoscope of the legendary Bollywood singer, actor and music genius Kishore Kumarji, who married not once, not twice, but 4 times. 4 times. I will tell the year of his marriage and with home and home. Everything I will tell. Horoscope analysis of Kishore Kumar, who married 4 times. So I have already shown his horoscope. Let us see again. It will be interesting to refresh our memory. Please look at my cursor. Again I come up with folding hand. Please look at my cursor. Otherwise, it is a South style horoscope. I use South style horoscope, South India style horoscope. I use because I am very comfortable with South India style of horoscope, because everything is transparent in South India style horoscope. Name, birth details, Ayonamsha, longitude, latitude, everything is there in the middle of the horoscope. So I prefer to use South Indian style horoscope, not North Indian and East Indian. Everything is integrated in the horoscope itself. It is for transparency purpose. So, what is his Lagna? Please look at my cursor. His Lagna is Sagittarius. What is the 7th house? 7th house is Gemini. When Sagittarius is the Lagna, 7th house becomes Gemini. Who is in the 7th house? Venus is there in the 7th house. What is Venus? Venus is a natural benefic planet and a Vivaha Karaka, natural significator of marriage. Venus. He is in the 7th house. What Saturn is in the Lagna. Since what is Saturn? Saturn is a natural malefic planet. Saturn is a natural malefic planet. So, what Saturn is doing? Saturn from Sagittarius by his seventh aspect has been afflicting the seventh house. So there are mixed influence, as I have already told, mixed influence is required for remarriage or multiple marriage. Mixed influence is required. Saturn, the malefic influence of Saturn is there in the seventh house, and benefic influence of Venus is also there in the seventh house. So it is a mixed influence. So it has a promise to give multiple marriage. The horoscope has the promise to give multiple marriage. Moreover, what is Gemini sign? Gemini sign is a dual sign. Gemini sign is a dual sign. The nature of the dual sign is to give, what is dual? Two. Dual means two, two, TW or two. Dual two. Two and more. So the sign itself indicates that. And who is Venus is the Vivaha Karaka. But one thing is there. He married multiple times because of the mixed influence. But marriage in the Venus in the seventh house deny marriage. Venus in the seventh house, being the Karaka, deny marriage, denies marriage. Karaka bhavo nashaya. Karaka bhavo nashaya means Karak planet, when is in the Karaka house, it destroys the Karaka bhav. Karaka bhav. So it is there, but it has not destroyed because of the malefic aspect on it, Venus. Of Saturn, malefic aspect of Saturn, it has not destroyed. Moreover, here see, his marriages got destroyed many times. Fourth time marriage means one after another marriage got destroyed, na? You can remarry. When first marriage got destroyed, you can marry second time. When the second marriage first marriage got destroyed, you can marry third time. When your second marriage will get destroyed, you would be able to marry fourth time when your third marriage will be destroyed. So destruction of marriage is there. He could not avoid destruction of marriage. He might have enjoyed multiple marriages, that is a different thing. But destruction of marriage, he could not avoid it. There were destruction of marriage. Na? After destruction, you will be remarrying. After divorce, you are remarrying. After leaving your spouse, you are remarrying. Now that is tantamount to destruction. Destruction of the marriage. And moreover, see, Mercury is the seventh lord. Where it is in the eighth house. It is not a good placement for Mercury. Eighth house placement of the seventh lord is not a good placement. Those who do not want to remarry, those who want to remarry, for them it is a different thing, because Mercury is giving Argala to the seventh house and will give marriage. It is Argala. Argala means it is in Gemini Sutra. Argala gives strength to the preceding house. Here it is giving strength to the preceding house as the house lord. Argala. Argala I will discuss in some videos. It is a very interesting topic. Argala. It is in Gemini Jyotish. I am referring it from the Gemini Jyotish. That I will be discussing in course of time. Let me come. I will bring 10,000 videos. I will bring at least 10,000 videos. If I remain alive till then, I will bring minimum 10,000 videos in YouTube. So far I have brought 120 videos. One after another daily. Because my mission is to spread the knowledge of Hindu astrology across the globe. It is a small effort. It is a small step towards this direction, because I have brought only 120 videos starting from July this year. Last July this year, 2025. I became active in YouTube in July 2025. So within 3 months I brought 120 videos on astrology, not on other things, on astrology. And I have a aim to bring, and I have an aspiration to bring minimum 10,000 videos on astrology, this type of learning videos. Are you able to bring? No problem. I have that much of blessing of the Divine Almighty on my head. I would able to bring 10,000 videos because astrology is my passion. So I have explained the reason for multiple marriage in the 7th house. Now from 7th house, so it is the 7th house Gemini. Please look at my cursor. From 7th house Gemini, what is the 3rd house? From 7th house Gemini, what is the 3rd house? 3rd house is Leo, occupied by Mars. Occupied by Mars. What is 3rd house? 3rd house is the Upachaya house. Upachaya house. Then 6th house is an Upachaya house. It is unoccupied. Then 10th house is an Upachaya house. It is also unoccupied. But 11th house is occupied by Rahu. This is an Upachaya house. You know na, 3rd, 6th, 10th, 11th are the Upachaya house. And Upachaya houses, planets in the Upachaya houses give growth to the house from which they are the Upachaya house. If there is planet in the Upachaya houses. So when natural malefic are there, malefics, Mars and Rahu are the natural malefics. In the horoscope of Kishore Kumar, Mars and Rahu are the natural malefics, and they are in the 3rd house from the 7th house and 11th house from the 7th house respectively. So they will give expansion in the marriage. So he had many marriages. Let me now narrate. Kishore had Sagittarius Lagna. His 7th house Gemini was occupied by Venus, the planet of love and marriage. You all know why. Venus is very popular planet. was occupied by Venus, the planet of love and marriage. And it was also aspected by Saturn, a natural malefic. I have already shown in the horoscope. So both Benefic Venus and Malefic Saturn influences were there, exactly what we said earlier. This created both divorce and remarriage. Divorce due to Saturn and remarriage due to Venus. Venus was also the 6th lord, house of legal disputes, divorce, and 11th lord, house of gains. This means he gained emotionally and perhaps even materially through his remarriages. Moreover, Venus was placed in Gemini, a dual sign which naturally supports more than one marriage. So whatever I have already narrated, that whatever I have already shown in the horoscope, that I have exactly narrated here, so that you can remember. If you forget, it is in the written statement, you can jot down. So I make my video presentation, it is a learning video. I make it easy. I try to make as far as possible to make it easy. There are transparency, full of transparency. You will not get in any other learning video. Full of transparency. My verbal statement, verbal explanation, along with written statement. Narration. The 9th house Leo had Mars and the 5th house Aries had Rahu. Both are malefics in Upachaya positions from the 7th house, again confirming strong chances of multiple marriages. I have told Mars is there in the 3rd house, Leo, from the 7th house, and Rahu is there in the 11th house from the 7th house in Aries. So these are the Upachaya houses, and they are the malefic planets. When malefics are there in the Upachaya houses, they ensure growth of that particular house. Then how the growth of the 7th house will come? You understand? Please try to understand. Growth will come from multiple marriages. If you want to grow your 7th house of marriage, it will grow if you marry multiple times. So Mars and Rahu had given growth to his 7th house of marriage, spouse, through multiple marriages. And that is exactly happened, and that is what exactly happened in his life. After divorcing his first wife, Ruma Guho Thakurta, he married 3 more times to Madhubala. You know Madhubala, an old time actress, film actress, Madhubala, famous actress, film actress. She was active in 1960s. To Madhubala in 1960, Jogita Bali, after leaving Madhubala, he married Jogita Bali in 1976. Then after leaving Jogita Bali, he again married Leena Chandabharkar in 1980. 4 marriages. First marriage with Ruma Guha Thakurta, then second marriage with Madhubala, third marriage with Jogita Bali, and fourth marriage with Leena Chandabharkar. So he did 4 marriages, and the years are there. In 1960, he married Madhubala, a famous actress. A famous actress, Madhubala. Jogita Bali, famous actress, Bollywood actress. Leena Chandabharkar, famous Bollywood actress of 1980s, 1970s, and 1960s. After 1960, within 16 years, within 16 years of his marriage, he married Jogita Bali, and after marrying Jogita Bali, within 4 years, he divorced Jogita Bali and married Leena Chandabharkar in 1980. 1976 to 1984 years. So he married 4 times. Between 1960 and 1980, Kishore was under the Mahadashas, means Vimshattari Mahadashas of Ketu and Venus, both connected with his D9 Lagna. I will show D9 Lagna. Venus is the Lagnadipati of D9, and Ketu is there in the D9 Lagna, perfectly supporting remarriage periods. Planets connected to the D9 Lagna or D7, D9 Lagna and D7 7th house, and the 7th house of the D7 give marriages. So Dosha was supporting. Now I am bringing the Navamsha chart, D9 of Kishore Kumar. See, the Lagna of D9 is Taurus, and when Lagna is Taurus, what will be the 7th house? It will automatically be Scorpio. Lagna is Taurus, then who is the Lord of the Lagna? It is Venus. Who is there in the Lagna? Taurus, Ketu. We can see it clearly. You see how far it is strong, how the 7th house and the Lagna is strong. Mars is the 7th Lord. For Scorpio sign, Mars is the 7th Lord. Mars is there in the 7th house. He has made it a very strong house, 7th house. Venus is in the 7th house. Venus is the Lagna Lord. Is in the 7th house. It is aspecting the Lagna, making the Lagna strong. Venus is in the 7th house. Achha. Rahu is also there in the 7th house. So, Mars is a natural malefic planet, but 7th house is not a natural malefic planet since he is the Lord. Lord doesn't harm the house. The Lord of a house doesn't harm the house to which he is the Lord. Owner. Have you ever heard that owner is harming his house? No. He will not harm. He will protect it. Mars is the 7th Lord, is in the 7th house. See the strength of the 2nd house. There is Benefic Venus in the 7th house. He is the Vibha Karaka also. Venus. And his lordship is also very good. He is the Lagna Lord. There is a Raj Yoga. See, the 7th house is, 7th Lord is a Kendra Lord. And Venus being the Lagna Lord is a Trikona Lord. Then Kendra Trikona Lord together makes Raj Yoga. There is a Raj Yoga. And Rahu is there. What Rahu does? What Rahu does? Rahu multiplies. If there is any result taking place somewhere in the house, in a house where Rahu is, it will multiply. You will get many results. If it is bad result, you will get many bad result. If it is good result, you will get many good result. So it multiplies the marriage. It is a multiplier. And 7th house is very strong and in equal proportion. Why equal proportion? Why equal proportion? Venus is a natural malefic. Mars is a natural malefic. Rahu is a natural, not Mars. In the 7th house, Rahu is a natural malefic. And Venus is not a natural malefic. Mars is not a natural malefic. So, Mars for 7th house, since he is the 7th Lord, he is not a natural malefic. Mars. Venus is not a natural malefic. It is a benefic planet, natural benefic planet. And Rahu, with Rahu is there. So, Rahu is in, the house has mixed influence of both benefic and malefic due to Rahu. Rahu is a malefic, but what it will do? It will take the shape of his associates. Rahu can change the shape. He is a demon. He can change his shape. So, the house has both malefic and benefic influence of proportionately of equal strength. Benefic influence is also of the equal strength and malefic influence also in the equal strength. Malefic influence will give divorce, will get you divorce, and benefic influence will get you remarriage. Got my point? Now let us come to Dhan Yoga, if there is any Dhan Yoga. Yes, there is Dhan Yoga. For Aries, for Sagittarius ascendant, the 11th house is Pisces. 11th house is Pisces. Who is the Lord? Lord is Jupiter. Where is he? Where is he? He is in 2nd house, Gemini. So it is a Dhan Yoga. 11th Lord in the 2nd house is Dhan Yoga. Aspected by whom? Aspected by Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn is the 9th Lord for Taurus ascendant. It is also adding to the Dhan Yoga. Aspected by Mars. Who is Mars? Mars is the 7th Lord. So there is a Dhan Yoga in the 2nd house. Dhan Yoga gives multiple marriage and brings well-to-do spouse. Brings well-to-do spouse for you. Now start counting the Upachaya houses. It is the seventh house. Please look at my cursor. Scorpio is the seventh house. So if we start count from Scorpio, we'll reach to Capricorn. What is Capricorn from Scorpio? From Scorpio, Capricorn is the third house occupied by Mercury. From Scorpio, the sixth house is Aries occupied by Saturn. From Scorpio, the 10th house is Leo unoccupied. From Scorpio, the 11th house is Virgo occupied by Moon. So 3 Upachaya houses are occupied by the planets from the 7th house of marriage. So it has given growth. It has expanded. When the Upachaya houses are occupied, it gives expansion to the house from which they are the Upachaya houses. So all the Upachaya houses, 3rd, 6th and 11th are occupied by the planets. So 7th house will get boost to give its result, will give growth to its result. Then it has given growth, it has got boosting because of Upachaya houses being occupied by the planet. Now let me narrate. In his D9 chart, the Lagna was Taurus and the 7th house was Scorpio, occupied by Mars, the 7th lord, Venus, Lagna lord and Vibhav Karaka and Rahu. Just imagine Mars, marriage, being the 7th lord, Venus, Karaka of love and romance, and Rahu, multiplication, all together in the 7th house. Clear indication of multiple marriages. Because 7th lord is of marriage, Venus is of love and romance, and Rahu is a multiplier. So all together in the 7th house. So 7th house signification will be multiplied, which manifested as multiple marriages in his case. Also Jupiter, the 11th lord in the 2nd house, created a Dhan Yoga, and Mercury, the 5th lord of love and romance, was in the Upachaya 3rd house, a growth house from the 7th, adding more charm and romantic experience in his life. That thing I have forgotten to show you. See, from when the ascendant is Taurus, what will be the 5th house? It will be Virgo. Who is the lord of the 5th house? Mercury. Where it is from the 7th house? It is in the 7th house. It's from the 7th house, it is in the 3rd house. What is 3rd house? 3rd house is a Upachaya house. So love and romance got Upachaya touch. Love and romance got Upachaya touch. Because 5th lord represents love and romance. So love and romance got Upachaya touch. So it will grow. When something gets Upachaya touch, it will grow. So he had long experience of marriage. Also Jupiter, the 11th lord in the 2nd house, created a Dhan Yoga, and Mercury, the 5th lord of love and romance, was in the Upachaya 3rd house, a growth house from the 7th house, adding more charm and romantic experiences in his life. So friends, astrology beautifully explains what we often call fate or luck. Every chart tells a story, you all know. And in Kishore Kumar's case, it was a story of music, love, and multiple marriages. Remember, these yogas only indicate possibilities. It is your choices and actions and karmas that decide how they actually unfold in real life. For everything, you should have a wish. He had wish. So, we have already discussed it in its length and breadth and learned the yoga for divorce and remarriage and multiple marriage. How this has to be seen in the horoscope D1 and Navamsha D9 together. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Your support and love really inspire me to create more useful astrology videos that connect with real life. I bring always real life horoscope and the horoscope of famous personality as example case. In our next video, we will talk about the astrological yogas that show a loving, caring life partner, and happiness in married life. Means in the next video, I shall be discussing how your spouse would be, whether she or he would be loving and caring for you, and the happiness of marriage you are going to derive from your marriage. In the next video, I am going to bring it. So, do not miss it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching the video. Namaste.